Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I love Sundays. I always look so forward to coming on and giving the next prompt for our hashtag Artisan Journal 2024. We are already on week 9, you guys. Incredible. And so I had so much fun watching all your videos this week. I mean, let's see, I watched 28 videos, but some people were playing catch up. So I watched like maybe 2 of their videos. So I watched a few more than that, maybe 30, 32. But you guys are all so amazingly talented. And those of you that say, I've never done a journal before, or I'm not a crafty person. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, because there was nothing in there that I didn't enjoy. I loved everybody's. I really did. And it was the prompt for week 8 was things that make you happy. And there was so many great things. I loved it all, I got to tell you. And this next week is going to be a little more challenging for some. Others might say, oh, that's a walk in the park. I love that. Oh, I'm so excited. But I want you to know, too, whatever the prompt is, if it's hard for you, don't get discouraged. Do the best that you can, because you always know, and I've always told you since week 1, there is no right and there is no wrong. Just have fun, okay? So before I give the prompt, let me do my shout out for the ladies that I watched. Now, if I don't call your name and you did one this week, please in the comments below let me know, because some of these did not come up under the hashtag. For instance, Rosemary, she hashtagged it all properly and it didn't come up when I put in the hashtag. So I went to her page, thank goodness, and she had done one, okay? So for some reason, if I have not called your name out, please let me know so I can go over it and see what you've created, okay? So for week 8, we had Creating with Jovi. She actually was week 7, but I had already made the video when I saw her video. So sorry about that, Jovi. Bobby Joe made this by hand. Susan Heartstring. Lavina Nova. Color Me Whimsy. Sassy Granny Vlogs. Marianne's Craft Corner. Marianne is catching up, and so I watched, I think, 3 or 4 of hers. Annie Creates. Alma Tyser. Pine Holler LTD. Sarcastically 60-something and Beyond. The Becca JB. Mrs. Cat's Crafting. Mary Ellen's Crafts and Hauls. Stace. Lynn and Journaling. Kitty's Coloring and Hobbies. Tina's Messy Crafty Life. Martha Makes Art. Just Donna Marie. Kiki's Life by Mimi with Love. Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. Black Whisper Crafts, aka Bex. Gray Power 60. She's brand new. She caught up this week. She did 1 through 8, and she's new to me. I just subscribed to her. So if you are not subscribed to Gray Power 60, go over and subscribe to her. Seems like a really sweet, nice lady, and she did an amazing job. Maniac Grammy's Homestead. Linda's Creative Life. And Rosemary, You Rock Art. So, wow, you guys, that's just amazing. For me, not being sure if I was even going to get anybody to participate, and so many awesome channels. And I go and I watch their video and I look in the comments, and so many of you are following them all and going over and watching them all. And I thank you for that, because that's great support to each other. And I really love the fact that everybody is supporting each other. So great job with that as well. All right, here we go. So much fun. For week 9, the prompt is Are you ready? Watercolors. Okay, that's it. Just watercolors. So if you say, I don't have any watercolors, seriously, my daughter-in-law, she made a beautiful picture from the Dollar General $1.99 watercolor palette, whatever you want to say. Dollar Tree has them. Walmart has them. Target everywhere has them, and you can get really expensive watercolors, or you can get really cheap watercolors. Now, let me tell you, I don't have a lot of experience with watercolors. This is going to be new to me too. But you can do anything you want with watercolors, okay? They can be watercolor pencils. They can be watercolor markers. They can be watercolor paints. Whatever. Now, if you are bound and determined you do not want to work with watercolors and you have lots of magazines and you find watercolor art in the magazines and you cut it out and collage with it, that is okay too. But there's just so much different kinds of watercolors that we can work with, and you can color with watercolors, you can paint with watercolors, you can, if you ever watch Susan Tootsie Tucker, she stamps a lot of her with her rubber stamps, and then she watercolors them in. A lot of people will just do backgrounds with watercolor and then maybe a collage over that. Whatever inspires you to do, but use watercolors, okay? So I saw on somebody's artisan journal, and this was just other people I saw, you know, as I was flipping through, watching different ones. One lady had just taken watercolors, and she had just made squares, and she colored circles in them. And I thought it was really cool. So whatever you can do using watercolors. I wish you good luck. Have fun. Don't stress over it. Remember, there is no right or wrong as long as you've got watercolors on that page somewhere. A single or a double spread, whatever works for you. If you are just watching this video for the first time and you want to join us, go ahead and go to my playlist of #ArtisanJournal Prompt 2024. Go all the way up to the top and watch my first video that explains about it. And then you can start with your introduction page and then jump right in with week 9, or you can start with your introduction page and then you can catch up from all the weeks, whatever you want to do. But I feel like this introduction page is really important because when you go back and look at your journal later, you want to have an introduction to what you're doing, okay? So that you can explain if you have this journal on your shelf for 5 years and you're like, what did I do with that? And you could go back to your introduction page and it will explain that maybe, you know, this was a open collab with Life with Patty, and she gave us prompts every week and whatever. And you can also introduce yourself as much as you want to, but do put an introduction page in there and then jump in and join us, okay? So, guys, I love your support to each other. It's so awesome. I'm having so much fun. I'm loving what I'm doing and I'm loving what I'm seeing. So you guys have a great week and happy journaling and crafting. Bye-bye.